Hi friend, my name is Sandra and I'll be your yoga guide for this morning's 15-minute Vinyasa flow. This class is a part of my Sustained Practice, Sustained Action Yoga for Activists and Advocates series, where we explore how yoga can support us, not as an escape, but as a way to stay present, engaged, and rooted in ourselves. This month, we're focusing on presence, and we'll embody that on the mat through balancing poses. Our specific focus this week is on the breath, connecting with it, moving with it, and using it as an anchor. If you'd like a longer practice, I also offer 30-minute and 60-minute versions of this class. You can subscribe to my Substack to access those and stay updated on new weekly offerings. Before we begin, take a moment to set up your space. Make sure that you can hear me, you have room to move, and have any props you need to feel comfortable. If you'd like, there's a playlist for this class. Feel free to play it in the background. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the deep roots of this practice, honoring the South Asian wisdom traditions from which yoga originates, as well as the African spiritual and movement traditions that have long embodied breath, rhythm, and connection to the self and community. Most importantly, listen to your body and make this practice your own. I'm looking forward to flowing with you. Let's get started. Let's start in recline bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Come to lay on your back with the soles of your feet to touch like in a butterfly pose. Draw your heels in towards your pelvis and let your knees drop to both sides. Since we're warming up, I invite you to set blocks under your knees to support this hip opening. Let your arms relax at your sides, and if you'd like, you can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Begin to enter the space within the four corners of your mat and focus on your breath. For this class, I want us to focus on connecting with the breath as a tool to keep us present. The Yoga Sutras are ancient wisdom that guide us beyond the physical practice. The first Yoga Sutra reminds us, now the practice of yoga begins. And each time we show up onto our mat, we have a chance to start fresh. So if your mind wanders today, gently return to your inhale and your exhale. If this intention resonates with you, I invite you to bring it to your mind's eye. If you have another intention for your practice, bring it to mind now. We'll seal all of our intentions with a collective breath. Take an inhale, fill up. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Exhale, extend out into a full body stretch. Pretend you're waking up for the first time today. Feel the stretch through the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then roll over onto your favorite side in the fetal position. Take a moment here. And then slowly come into a tabletop position. Come onto your hands and knees. Plant your hands directly under your shoulders and stack your hips over your knees. Keep your toes untucked. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly towards the mat. Breathe here. Press through your palms to lift your chin and chest. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Find that gentle opening through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Draw your belly towards your spine, around your back. Gaze towards your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Now come to a tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your knees off the mat. Press your hips up and back. Find your inverted V shape. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart or wider to find stability in this down dog. Spread your fingers wide and press firmly into your finger pads. Feel free to pedal out in this position, bending one knee at a time. And notice any sensations in this first down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Slowly step to the top of your mat. Keep your knees generously bent here. Maintain your feet hip-width distance apart, and if it feels good, grab onto opposite elbows and sway gently from side to side. Now I invite you to bring your hands to the mat, and if you'd like, you can toe heel your feet to touch or keep them apart. Inhale, halfway lift, place your hands on your shins or thighs and lengthen your spine to create a long supported posture. Breathe here. Draw your shoulders down your back, find a gentle lift in your chest. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, dive down, bring your fingers to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose Tadasana, lift your arms up, reach towards the sky. Breathe here. Root down through all four corners of your feet and find length through your spine. Rotate your palms towards each other. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center into Anjali Mudra. Take a moment here. Inhale, mountain pose Tadasana, lift your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank, plant your shoulders, shoulder width distance apart, step your feet back, hip width distance apart. Option to drop to your knees for support here. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your elbows up to 90 degrees, hug your elbows into your torso. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet, lift your knees and thighs off of the mat. Open and pull your chest forward. Breathe here, straighten through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, bring your hips up and back, settle in here, find your breath. Now let's do that one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Breathe here. Take a moment to feel the ground beneath you. Feel present now. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Inhale, mountain pose Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, or option to skip and meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here, come back to your intention, find your breath. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot in between your hands. Press through your back heel. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Lift your arms up and breathe. Stack your front knee over your ankle. Inhale. Exhale, reach your arms forward and hinge at a 45-degree angle, lining up your arms with your ears into a crescent reach. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Now root into your right leg. Inhale, airplane pose, take off, reach your left leg long, breathe here. Feel free to play around with your arm placement here. You can stay with your arms by your side, or you can reach your arms forward to frame your ears into Warrior 3 or hands at heart center. Flex your lifted foot and press through your heel to keep you active. Ground into your standing foot. Inhale, lift your left leg into your chest. Exhale, come to stand, bring your hands to heart center. Ground into your right foot. Inhale, tree pose. Place the sole of your left foot on your inner thigh or below the knee or into a kickstand. Breathe here. Square your hips forward. Lift through the crown of your head to lengthen through your spine. Option to grow your branches and feel the wobbles like a tree branches feel the wind. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, step down. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up, root into your back heel, lift through your back leg. Feel strong here. Exhale, reach forward, crescent reach. Inhale, airplane pose, take off, reach your right leg long, breathe here. Once again, play around with arm placement. You can bring them by your side in airplane, reach them forward in warrior 3, or bring hands to heart center. Hug everything into your midline and imagine you can stamp your foot on the wall behind you. Ground into your standing leg. Inhale, lift your right leg into your chest. And exhale, come to stand. Bring your hands to heart center. We've been here. Now ground into your left foot. Inhale, tree pose. Place the sole of your right foot on your inner thigh, above, below your knee, or into a kickstand. Breathe steadily here. Lift through the crown of your head to lengthen your spine. An option to grow your branches here. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your foot down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Go through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now come down to your knees and then come to lie on your back. When you're there, inhale, draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. And exhale, plant your feet on the mat, hip width distance apart. Inhale, place your right ankle over your left knee, forming a figure 4 shape. And exhale, let your right knee gently press outward. Now, option to stay here, or you can thread your hands behind your left thigh, drawing your left knee in closer to your chest. Hold here for a few breaths. Remember, with each inhale, create space, and with each exhale, soften into this stretch. Now take one more inhale. And exhale, gently release. Let's switch sides. Inhale, place your left ankle over your right knee. And exhale, let your left knee relax outward. Stay here or thread your hands behind your right thigh, pulling your figure 4 closer to your body. Breathe here. Now inhale, exhale, gently release, bring both feet back to the mat and stretch your legs out long. Now inhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shin. Take the deepest inhale of your practice. Exhale, Shavasana, let your feet relax open, your arms soften by your sides, palms face up. Settle into the stillness and feel the weight of your body supported by your mat. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, just this moment of rest. Notice your breath as it moves in and out, steady and natural. And if your mind drifts, gently return to your inhale, your exhale. I'll call you when it's time. When you're ready, begin to invite movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll your wrist and your ankles, and bend your knees and roll onto one side, pausing here for a moment of gratitude for your practice. Slowly press up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes soft or closed, sitting tall. We'll take a final breath together. Inhale deeply, fill up. Exhale, let it go. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you carry this sense of presence with you as you move through your day. My name is Sandra. Bye, friend.